comes to marriage, do you think how I used to behave with you will change when we get married, or how you used to behave towards me will change when we get married? Or simply, when we stay together but we're not married, kuja maybe weekend, 3 days, or sometimes kuja a week, a month. But now when I put a ring on the finger, or I send camels, goats, and cows to your abode, do you think we will behave differently when we get married?
It's all, for me, I believe it all depends on the kind of a person.
Or rather, do you expect different behavior?
No,
I don't.
Because I believe I'm marrying my friend, so I'm open to him. He's open
someone you know very well.
Someone I know.
But
so I don't expect things to change. Yeah. Maybe I change kunona, kukonda, but yeah, physically.
But to me, I think some changes will naturally happen. I think when you get married, it is different from when you are in a relationship. You see, marriage is now a different affair.
But you see,
marriage is now a responsibility.
It is a responsibility.
Me, I think,
but you see, me, I always believe your foundation, how you started your relationship will determine the kind of a relationship you're going to have. If you want to go to marriage, it will also, because kama mimi nilikuwa, you'll only call me when you want me to come over, but your timing you don't have time for me. It means this person doesn't take you serious. But for me, that's why I started by saying I need to have my standards. Like, this is me. It's either you cope up with me or you go. Because if I know, like, I respect myself, I have my own principles. So that it is like this. For me, I'm here. I'm not here to waste time or to have fun. So the same case. Kama yako hapo to have fun, si atajiandoa. But sasa unapata shida yetu, we don't, especially for ladies, we don't communicate. I'm like, if I tell this person my standards, he will walk away. And another thing utapata, for men, they always say, like, for me, it's clear. This is me. It's either you are in or you're out. But sasa shida inakujanga, especially kwa madem. I'm like, oh, I've been so single for so long. If I tell this guy, oh, I'm not into nini, ata walk away.
But I think relationship should serve its purpose. You know, there is relationship, there is courting, there is marriage. Let every stage serve its purpose. You know, you can't be with someone relationship and then courting and then into marriage and then into yakupay time and into.
See, that's what you see.
Nowadays, siku hizi you're in a relationship with someone for over 4 years and then you separate. And then you meet someone in the next 4 months and you get married.
Yes.
That is what is happening.
That is what is happening. So when you say
I think this is a situation. Let me explain. Because the reason why you left the other guy, maybe kulikuwa na you say that ladies invest their emotions into these things. Achana na wanaume. So if a lady has invested 7 years of their life in a person, and then you want to tell me in 4 months those 7 years zimeisha tu hivyo, you want to get into another one, I think you are trying to jump, is it what, your time, so that you uweze ku, how do I say it?
Then stay single.
Unasema time imeisha, so you want to rush.
You want to rush.
Okay,
I would sort vitu zako.
Iko tofauti ngoja. Umepatana na mtu for only 4 months, alafu unataka kusema ni kurush. Si kurush, maybe your time ndio umepata the exactly what you've been looking for.
How are you sure? 4 months.
For 7 years.
Someone is staying for 7 years disappointed you.
Unakumbuka uliambiwa nini? Women know if they're not in that relationship. Like, I could be with you for 7 years, but I was out of that relationship in the 5th.
Then be out.
Yes.
Nilikuwa guys, don't take me anywhere, but like, okay, we tunaishi pamoja.
No,
we share almost everything, like, so unaona like, okay, maybe it doesn't make sense to be friends. And then when you leave, you meet exactly what you want. And you have to move on.
Wasting someone 7 years. I'm taking this personal right now.
This is what I think. there's so much that goes into these relationships and how people like work with each other. Could have so many things about me that like influence how I behave, how I am as a person in these relationships. And I will be a venyuko and all that. So me, I think there are things you can compromise on. Don't be so maybe niko hivi. Yeah, don't be like, there are things that are non-compromising. Like, okay, I want a guy who respects me. I want a guy kuna vitu zenye you are, this is your stand. And then there are other things that you can be flexible about. Don't be like, oh, this is
Very other man's
if you're not
rigid,
like
very
this, don't
deep.
even come knocking on my door.
Okay.
And then I feel sometimes you just be like, just know people. Unaweza know, and then with time unapata they actually fit into what exactly you want. Don't say no just like from like, oh, you don't do no.
Basically, a relationship. Let us create a safe space where we can be. I can feel safe around you. Let you create a space where you can feel safe around you. You know, when you're out of all these chaos of you know you're going home to a person where you can have a conversation. See a person who can just talk, but have a conversation, and you can feel safe. Sharing my day and sharing my disappointment with this person because I'm safe.
But now the problem is we find that where we are right now, especially in this generation, we'll find that people have been into so many relationships. They have been hurt in their previous relationship. Then we don't take time to heal. So by the time you are dating this person, or you're married to this person, the problem is you're expecting, like, you're going with all your baggage to that person. So the problem is I've not yet healed from the previous relationship. I've not even take time to learn in this relationship. What did I do that made this relationship not work? So that by the time I'm going into another relationship, I know I'm not supposed to repeat the same mistake. But in a squeeze, I'm hurt. I just need a shoulder to lean on. Because of their pressure, I don't want to be seen that I'm single. I'm just jumping into this relationship.
And that is where we go wrong.
Exactly.
That is where we go wrong. Let us just take time for ourselves and deal it with ourselves and understand what you really want. And again, to learn from this easy past relationship, what did you get from there? What did you collect from the other one? And
maybe I was giving too much attention. I wasn't being given. Maybe I was too available, so I need to know.
But there is this thing about not dimming your sunshine because someone else fucked you.
Exactly.
Like, don't be like, oh, I was too available. If you're that guy who is affectionate, be affectionate.
It is not
reduce.
No, the other time you were doing a dini.
It is not your loss. It is
people will say utapata, I'm dating this person, but I'm afraid to be open to them.
Yeah, now you work on that.
You understand?
But
so
don't
that's why I'm saying people, we need to work with ourselves.
Yeah,
everything needs to start with me. If I need a relationship that is going to work, if I need a marriage that is going to work, I need to deal with myself. Because remember, everything starts with me. I cannot give you love, yet I don't love myself. I can only give out what I have. So if I carry a lot of negativity, a lot of bitterness, a lot of anger, that is the same thing I'm going to deposit to you. So for me, my point will be, let everyone deal with themselves. Everyone. Because we understand ourselves better. You know your strength. And for me, I believe it is also good for you to know your strength, your weakness, your ability and capability, so that you know by the time I'm coming into this is me, this is Joyce, maybe my strength is this, my weakness is this. So by the time I'm coming in, I understand myself. So even if I need to compromise, you cannot compromise on anything. But my principle remains the same because I know this is me. But utapata nowadays, because of their pressure, all my peers, they are married. Even me, I need to get married.
But sasa, there are men now. Men who are weak. Kuna men who are emotionally weak. But maybe wewe hujua. Maybe wewe hujua ama you can know it through their frustration. Wanazusha kila saa nini, every now and then. It's a way of suppressing the emotions. You see, so an emotional guy to some extent anaweza kosa kujireveal kwako because they'll to some extent become loose and weak. Unaona? Ataona, hapana. I'm losing my friend. See, you say I'm the leader in this relationship. But it does not mean that I'm everything in the relationship. Mimi, you see, all the men love it when they're praised with their women.
Mhm.
Sijui king of my heart. Alafu unajua men are like children. Vitu nice vitu zinawafurahishanga. Just cook nice food. And also give nice food. Vitu nice tu. Mshow tu unamrespect, mshow unamtambua hata kama yuko. This guy, hey, my man, is my king. All those fancy things that we post on social media, when deep down you know they are lies. These are not.
What?
Tell them. Yes,
They are good people.
they are good people, but they are also human beings. Now, gonna damaged, whatever, many
Sometimes
things.
they go astray.
Ile tu irresponsibility that they're supposed to do inawafanya wakuja waseme no, I'm supposed to restructure my behavior with a woman ABCD. Na pia unajua kuna zile external factors. Zile external factors are friends ama, but sometimes don't blame men too much at when I rely on friends. There are particular friends ama accomplices who are very very fundamental even in our development. Maybe kuna msee ni mentor kwa life yangu, alinipea job, hata tulikuwa tukate madema yeye pia kamari, mimi pia ni kamari. Chances are tunaweza share. Don't think men do not share.
They share.
Tutashare, atasema tu yenyewe niko hapa hivi na hivi. So atashare sana huko nje na beshte yake.
Trusted friend.
Mwenye anajua.
So the wife is not trusted.
Not that the wife is not trusted. Remember, he wants to keep the relationship solid. He also wants to cement his character yenye. Kwa nayo akikatia udem, hataki to lose any pinch of it.
But I wonder, why do you feel like you have to keep up this macho kind of, you know?
Because that is how we are. It is called masculinity.
What do you mean
Simple as
women
that.
are women?
Hata ni madem ndo sahihi.
But women, unajua women, according to letter they explain, to keep a woman is also not easy. Accept it. It is not easy.
Honestly, yeah.
To be honest, it's not easy. Ukipata
Exactly.
Lakini ukigonga kazi
It is
fiti.
a sacrifice.
Keeping a man is
All of
easy.
us are sacrificing.
Keeping a man is easy, fam.
Ah!
It is easy.
It is not easy.
It's always.
Controlling a man is what is not easy. But you can keep him. He can decide, no matter what, mimi najua nimeidha. Hata nifanye nini, despite misbehavior, responsibility, at the end of the day, I know.
So ana unacheza maji.
Not kucheza, hata siongelee kucheza. Even in terms of making bad decisions. Kuna many bad decisions. Let us not only limit it to sex and other things.
Yeah.
Hazina nakupenda.
Yeah. Niko tu zile za kuna vile mimi. Unajua kuna kila channel anakuwa na ile some element of, not kila chali but wengi kuna ile element ya bad boy vile za simita mimi pia sio. Kuna vile niko but msupo wangu naye
Kama David aligonga
ule msupo wangu. Tunapata Joyce tunapata vizuri sana.
Well,
Tunaonikia vizuri sana. That's just how different men and women are. But at the end of the day, pay to attention na kuonyesha love. Asicheat. Unajua nikisema asicheat inamaanisha nini? Usipate yani.
Okay. So the first red flag
Like
ni
not.
so the first red flag ni the baggage that someone is
Yes,
carrying.
Yeah.
baggage.
Baggage
Baggage is a very big red flag.
Okay.
What?
The second one ile tumekutana nayo.
Mimi ni chafu tu. For real. Ni chafu kwa dem.
It's a deal breaker.
Cheki, hiyo ni yeye. Sasa unaona sasa unaona ile tuko zile za high. Hizi kwa
Like. For instance,
Uchafu wa kimwili, ya kinyumba.
spiritual.
general.
Oh,
Chafu
spiritual.
general kwa nyumba. Okay, uchafu zi. Umetoka nje, kuja kwa nyumba.
Yeah.
Pengo ni chafu, nyumba ni chafu, unaona? Kitu kama hizo. At the same time, anaoga mara moja kwa siku. Ndio wanafaa kuoga hata mara tatu.
Oh, come on.
tumerabasha
Oh, come on.
Hygiene inakuwa both ways.
Yes, I should be both ways.
Kwa sababu we also have men
Tusimake it
who are terribly dirty. Hiyo ni kweli, iko kiwango. But unaona hiyo story, but I get what he's saying. Akisema hygiene, unajua ni dem, si ndio? Wewe ni dem, si ndio?
Yeah.
Unaenda kukatiwa. Nataka uone perspective ya men kwa see, we view you differently. We don't view you as ordinary human beings. Yeah, tunasema hey, this is a woman. No. All those qualities from the time toto tumekuwa tukipewa, from vitu tumekuwa tukifanyiwa na our mothers and everything.
Yes,
This is not to say I'm a mother's
Yeah.
boy, but they expect most women to reproduce at least even a quarter of those characteristics. Vitu kama hygiene hizo ni vitu basic. Actually if I kwa discussion, it is almost natural that and in both ways, it is both ways. But it is both ways. But wewe unajua mostly men when a man akiona dem vitu kama hata nikaa sometimes hata anaweza taka aoshe hata ndio dem maybe that's what utapata nimeingia nimeka tu socks hapo yani niko tu zile za not I'm not demeaning you I am not demeaning you niko tu zile za and that's why I've decided mimi ndio nataka naye this woman anifanya hivi hivi na hivi. Those are the small things that melt men's heart. If you know, I just come there, cook for me a nice meal. Tomorrow I'll take you to salon, we'll go do whatever you want to do. We'll have your time, we'll spend time together, show you love. We'll go take some videos and pretend on IG this and this. At the end of the day, relationship ina grow through, inaendelea tu. But of course, hakuna vile mwanaume atabehave vile. Hakuna behave. It is not a 50-50 situation.
Is it possible that when you see this girl, she's not well in hygienic, but umempenda, you want to be with her, she's exactly what you want. Why don't you take that responsibility? You start training her.
Can I tell you something? Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I think we are. I think we are. Let us not westernize too much.
You are being honest with me.
I'm just being honest. Ideally, it is expected that this is a relationship, or rather, this is marriage. There is a weakness here. She's not, or whatever. She's not hygienically presentable, whatever. I am supposed to. Easy to tambia to church pekee. Ati kiwezekana. Osha nini. Osha, sukua. Siwendi unapenda. Kwa sababu Bible says, a husband loves a wife, submits. Well and good, no problem. But you see, kuna vitu zinakuattract kwa dem. You see, before hata nimkatie, it starts from sight because men wanazanga na macho. Hakuna kitu kati, Joyce. Manze mimi nilikuwa na kuna turu yako manze. Roho gani? Go ngora hiyo. I saw the braids nikaona nini? Yes, what nikasema mse anibamba.
She might be presentable kwa barabara, but tena kwa nyumba she's untidy.
But your presentability niliona
Ndio unataka.
Nikikuja si party and that was what attracted me first. How will I undo that?
So you will walk away.
So naturally, under natural circumstances, tutapata chali mwenye amekamko hao pata dem ajui kupika, vitu kama hizo zinamudho kupika ni hapo debatable. It is a very big red flag. I can say this.
Okay.
I can say this. Fanya hivi, no problem. Do not be an expert in cooking.
Yeah.
Jua kupika hata kama mboga peke yake.
Yeah.
Na kufunza ugali. Jua kupika mchele basi na kufunza nyama. Huwezi kuja tu ati uko green, unajui kupika 100% and you are serious, you want to be my wife. Hiyo ni a very serious red flag. Hygiene is number one red flag. Hiyo na hiyo change.
So wataorder food.
The way to a man's heart is through the stomach.
No, msera ndio mwingine ameipika.
But me what I think about the modern issue is kuna kwa this perception that women are a certain type of women. Women are hygienic, women are cooks, women are nini. You will find a woman who is not hygienic.
Sure.
And now when you took it anasema everything else is on point except this one hygiene area. Sasa unaambia you will utawala no.
Okay, niulize
swali. You go get someone else over there mwenye si
whatever you want. Hygiene.
Because of
tuseme
hygiene.
to define hivi niliona udemba si ndio? Alinibamba nini rembo what. Sasa tunaanza kustay pamoja. Sasa naanza ku notice some certain changes. Maybe hata even kama wewe ni child uko keen na hygiene ama vitu ziko, uta realize hata arrangement ya vitu vile ziko poa. Because remember you have been staying alone, si ukiishi. Mko ukiishi. Hata kama mko ukifuliwa na mama wako kufua, vile amekuwa kipanga nyumba yako, unaonaanga hii nyumba inakuanga hivi. So you expect even more. No, kwa sababu hizo standard threshold already shaekwa. Kama ni dema alishajua nataka na wewe, we talked about communication.
Yeah.
You know your guy is this way. Lazima ujue chali yako kama ni chali anamali. Utajua tu hata wewe. Because wewe utamjua. I think unafaa tu ucheze kama wewe pia.
Tuache relationship zi play its part. Hapo sasa hiyo story za relationship ndako mnajuananga huyu mtu ni msafi hizi
Yeah.
will I ninaweza compromise hii msafi ama
It's a decision.
exactly.
It's up to you.
If you
It's
feel
not a must.
this is too much, this is
Yeah.
too much for you.
It's not,
you
dude.
just
Yeah.
na story imeisha.
Okay. So cleanliness is next to godliness.
Thank you.
The next one, another red flag. We are finishing up.
Yeah, you have up to 5 here.
We are finishing up.
Communication.
Communication.
Yeah, communication is key.
That
You
one.
can't communicate.
Okay.
Even in business, what you communicate.
Okay. Sawa.
Okay.
Uh,
I have one. Is it a red flag if a guy is too flirtatious? And I'm flirting with everyone. Mkienda mahali likes to make those
In your presence.
Hey,
me girl.
even when you're there, when you're not there.
In your presence?
Jasper.
Let's talk about in your presence.
Okay, in your presence, kuna ule mwenye hata flat like up straight but ana entertain flirtatious.
Baby girl, run.
Natural.
Run.
Kuna those guys who say,
Red flag.
yeah, nikumongelesha tu.
No, run. We know the difference of saying hi. There's no way. There's a hi. And then there's a
Both ways.
yeah,
It
both ways.
means ile siku mtakuwa na issue kwa relationship, this is the person who is going to give them a shoulder to be.
Niulize, relationship ni 50-50 ama?
Like if I'm with
See, like,
wanna entertain
I feel like flirtatious ile mpaka anamcheck like just in the moment. And you know, he's too friendly. Ama she's too friendly.
What can he do? The extent can he reach? Because side tuko pamoja.
imagine
And una flat 2%. Kama siko 98%.
Nasikia 15 minutes later.
Run.
What?
Mi usema, check.
A flirtatious person akunywe pombe ama
Be very careful.
Ata
Tell
flirt.
me, not be very careful. Because sometimes ni pia matemu mnasahau kitu moja. You want to become too possessive. Especially when we discover tu huyu mwenye niko na yeye. This is like huyu ndo sasa kila kitu nilikuwa nikidai. Kama ni attention unapewa, other considerations which people factor in maybe ako nazo. Hizo vitu zingine zote ziko tu. That is actually when women start misbehaving. Ile some will start misbehaving ile. Maybe unaweza judge from your previous relationship unaona nimekuwa na relationships. I believe I've even had guys who are not even closer to this guy. Mbona yeye ananitreat hivi sana special kushinda venye wewe mwenyewe it even reaches a point where hata wewe mwenyewe unajishukisha chini kwa vile this guy that I'm seeing I suspect lazima ako na msemo mwingine. All this attention imekuwa hata attention ni problem pia.
Too good.
Is too good. Is too good kwa kila kitu, si ndio?
Yeah.
Kila kitu, si ndio? Hata kwa badminton ako sawa. Hizo zingine ako sawa. Everything ako tu exceedingly so good. Hapo tunaanza kumfollow. Na hizi relationships madem ndo wanatokanga tu wanajitoanga tu wenyewe unknowingly. That's when tutaenda kona. Mimi it brings me to another red flag. Phones. Sasa utachukua simu yangu sasa. Anaanza kuichambua, sijui nini. Want to know sijui my password, you want to know. Okay, there's no problem with me giving you my phone. You're my yangu, you're my wife, no problem. You can have my phone, you can go to IG, you can do whatever you want to do with it. But you see, sasa mimi kitu hizi simu sasa unasahau hata simu yangu pia iko na IG. Unakumbuka tu simu yangu iko na WhatsApp, iko na message, iko na Facebook, iko Messenger. Those are the only features you can recognize in my phone.
That I can see.
Mademu ana phone ndio.
Sasa utaingia kwa phone yangu, upata hata nimeita dem babe. Unaona? Dem ameita babe, ndio ameita babe, si ndio? Mimi nataka kuambia kitu moja.
But mbona umwite hivi?
Sikiza.
Hujajua rule.
Nikuulize swali. Can I ask you something? Hiyo jina babe. Is it attached to any person? Hakuna. Almost every relationship utaitana babe. Si ndio?
Yes.
So sometimes
Au umesema
Kuna kitu umesema hapo, yes.
What?
Relationship. Yes.
Continue.
relationship, si ndio? Fine. Nimekuja babe, nimereply kama babe pia, si ndio? But you see, Sometimes it is just a response.
Kwanza umesema relationship. Are you
That's what I'm
just
saying.
that babe?
I'm not in a relationship.
Sometimes it's just response. Sometimes we say that text to it.
Imagine sometimes it is just response. Ile
What?
Tuseme. Sometimes ni response by the way.
Damn it, I disagree
Sometimes.
with you.
Sometimes it is.
100%.
Nimesema sometimes.
Hakuna cha sometimes. There's no way you
What do
tell
you
me.
think?
But
What goes through your mind the moment somebody says hi babe?
Tell me first of all. Sometimes if you're not my type, I might not even reply.
She might be.
Simply because I'm like, mbona unite babe? Mbona unite?
Can you categorize hi dear in that category?
Naenda sana.
But
Hapana,
it depends.
too much
Now
Exactly.
you are
It's
your
a joke. Hi babe. Hi babe.
It will depend the relationship that you have with you.
Okay.
Exactly.
Madam simaitananga babe.
And I don't call every girl babe.
Okay,
Because
yes.
of utaita babe. Exactly,
Okay.
the relationship.
But again,
the
it will narrow down.
relationship.
It will narrow down.
Sure.
Inategemea. No, siwezi kutana tu na dem hapa kwa
No,
babe.
of course not.
It will narrow down. It will narrow down to how solid is your relationship. It's how.
Yeah.
It's how.
Yeah.
Mimi kwangu hiyo
Is
si.
it quite?
Sioni kama kitu ni issue
If
kwangu.
at all, your relationship is very grounded.
Yes.
If you find mtu amepita baby like amemwita baby but I know our
Wewe utajibu aje?
Ana,
Amefika
you see that?
babe,
Well,
Utajibu aje? Daniel ameshinda.
Shida si yeye. You know, shida si yeye, shida ni wewe utajibu.
The response is the problem and the responder.
but again kama relationship yenu iko solid, that is all that matters.
That's
Hivyo.
cheating
Muzi-
style.
Like a small babe. Honestly,
That's
maybe
small
for me.
babe. Kwa
Babe is
sababu
not just a
tumemwita
response.
babe,
Nah.
anaona umepatiwa. Hey, for me, I
But in a different extreme.
Ah,
You
me
know,
like I'm
It's
sure, do
either.
I know this person who is calling you babe? If I know her,
Yeah.
then okay, what is your relationship? Are you guys friendly like this and
But-
that? Do I know the
Pam.
dynamics of your relationship? Kama namjua vizuri najua you're just friends, you call each other babe. Okay, fine.
But Pam,
Babe,
No, but I'm teaching her babe. I would tell the person who comes and like me. No, I'm the girlfriend.
I think you don't know
I'll be that person who come and tell you, excuse me, it's either me the babe or her the babe. No.
Okay, maybe wamekuwa wakitenda babe for the last 10 years.
So,
Na wewe kama mimi pia naitwa babe. Okay, fine, they can only be one. But kama kuna napewa jina ingine that is special in its own way. That
No,
is
no, no,
only
no,
for
no.
me.
No.
Then fine.
Me,
Kwa sababu
I
you
do.
can't come find a guy ako hivi and then you just like all your girlfriends don't call anyone babe, don't socialize with me, don't. Kuna relationship
No, let me
unapata,
tell you.
they are really friendly.
ukipata nimeta dem
just friends.
kwa
It's just friends.
Nikia-
Like,
nikia-
just
nikia
friends.
dem jabe.
They are really friends. Kama ninamjua na I know who this is and I know the dynamics of it.
Hello, Jabe.
Mute babe.
no, but mimi Pam, I disagree with you because there's no way utaniambia ati you call ati because you've been calling some other lady for 10 years babe. And then I'm in the picture.
What if I
And
say
then
you're beautiful?
I'm in the picture and then you still calling her babe, bro. I'll shoot.
Don't you think you're being a narcissist?
No! Hapana, nitashuku because I'm like 10 years. Okay, fine, umekuwa mkina babe. Hao madem wengine kwa relationship yenye umekuwa nayo, wamekuwa comfortable with it. Mimi
Maybe they
mwenyewe
walk
I'm
away
not com-
because of that.
Labda wewe unaitwa hadi ya wiki babe.
Baba yangu hajanihanya alafu nitehani, excuse me, no. Mimi I'm a babe. You call me babe, that's my name.
Kuna basis
Even
zako,
then,
my
hadi-
friend.
hadi-
But
hadi-
nothing wrong with you.
Honestly, maybe I feel so bad that ati because ati me I know bestie it will end up there. It will end up there. Honestly, there's no way you call some other babe, some other lady babe ati for 10 years. Excuse me?
Either there was something or there was something.
Exactly.
What if I say hello beautiful?
Kwani jina yako imefanya nini? Mbona nisikuita jamani jina
It's an
imefanya jina yako imefanya nini? Why not call other name? Or you look for another
We
name?
are told we are supposed to have
Hata una-
soft spot.
Hakuna. Hata mbona usije
We are
mama
taught
yako?
to be
Mbona usije
gentlemen.
mama yako? Mbona usije mama yako babe? You've been with your mom since you were born.
Namwitanga hata my love.
Since you were born. Umekuwa na mama yako, hujakuwa ukimuita babe, lakini the other human
Si
being
mom ni
you just
title.
met,
That is a
unamuita
title.
babe for 10 years. Alafu umefika, maybe you are dating for even 3 months, my friend. Or meet that babe on her.
Nimwite aje sasa?
Jina yake kwani Karo amefanya? Joki amefanya?
Na wewe nikiamua kukuta tu jina yako.
Baby girl. mbona unitajina alafu namuta babe the audacity
I know that now that
I think kuna red flag nyingine tukishinda hapo Morina ako tu na rini zake, so let's give it
So title.
wacha baki tu hapo kwa yake.
Yeah, kwa title.
So I think the
Blame
other
matters.
nini, I think
Kwa names.
another red flag ni being obsessed to you. You see?
Clingy.
Yeah.
I know
That's a red flag. Actually mtu unapata umekuwa na yeye sahi and then anakupigia simu. Umefika place ulikuwa naenda.
Si kwenda kila mahali pamoja. Hizi ndio zinatangaza hizi mashine.
You guys are mkipa attention.
Kuna wewe kukuwa obsessed. Ukipatikana tu with the other gender, he's like, who's that? Why are you with him?
exactly
Why now?
What were you talking about?
That's not
People
relaxing.
who are
Alafu
making
this
your
the
men
same
look
guy
good.
who's telling you, you know I can't live without you. You know I love you. You know I
before
can't
me
do
you are
this.
not living.
Wait, that's
There's
what
a difference
that one is a
between
no to
love
me.
and
Ah.
passion.
I agree.
You should really call
And it's a turn off.
Mimi naona hiyo ni kusumbuana tu.
Turn off vibaya.
Kusumbuana tu ya
It's a turn off because men do it all the time.
Hey, like mpaka ukipata, let's say umepata kazi outside your where you living and akozileza umeenda okay, let's umecheck in, you see umecheck in and the guy is like, can I video call, can I see the
To
room?
confirm.
Yeah.
Hao ni
Session.
narcissists.
That one.
Clingy dudes.
After how long should someone pick your phone when you're calling someone you love?
Hey, me
Hakuna
that.
rules.
Hata mimi sitaki kuweka rules hapo.
No, that I'm thinking.
Unaweza kuwa busy.
Tuseme ulinicall.
Unaweza kuwa
Yeah.
So long as umepata miss call yangu, call me back.
Yeah.
Regardless
If
of
you
the
can't
time.
call back, text.
Like maybe umemcall na ako busy.
Yeah.
Like tuseme kaa leo niliamka 6 nimekuwa busy mpaka hiyo 2. Like nimeshinda shooting after shooting meeting. Hata unaona? So nikipata amenipigia, I'm like I'll text, hi babe, nimekuwa busy but I'll call you.
Now I'm talking about someone that is in the house. Umemwacha asubuhi kwa nyumba.
Na unajua kwa nyumba.
Kwani kwa nyumba nimekaa tu nde
Kwani
hapa
amekaa
tunafanya.
ako na vyombo, ako na nyumba,
Unaocha
kuna
na
kuna-
mtu anakacha.
hata kama na watch movie labda sijasikia simu.
Ama hata siwezi hata chungulia nje. Nikimisi call yako kama ningie bafu. Nataka msichana.
Movie.
Ako active sa hiyo WhatsApp.
Uko active WhatsApp, uko
I
online.
might be watching a movie on Netflix.
Ama I might be playing.
Okay. Mimi jua. Mimi jua moja. You're playing.
Mimi naona hiyo kitu.
On
That
I'm
thing inaniboo
praying,
sana.
praying to God. Ninaomba.
Nakuombea hata bana.
Ninaomba Biblia. I'm praying for you to excel.
To excel.
To get favor. I cannot live exactly.
unanibamba. Yaani
Because I think the reason why they brought phones, excuse me, we do not have hizo phones zimeko kwa nyumba, is because they are portable. If you are going to watch that movie, you can't put that phone and let
Let
them
us
see.
not put rules on that because tusikwe very rigid ati tunastahili kuchukua kupick all after.
hakuna perfection
But
hapa.
kuna ingine
Hakuna perfection, but kuna zingine
kuna ingine ya madharau.
kuna zingine ya madharau.
Umepiga kama mara 5 in a row, alafu umepiga asubuhi the whole day na ako kwa nyumba,
Hajashika.
ndio ako busy hajashika na haja reply. Umerudi umepata kwa nyumba. Amenyamaza.
Ati
Is that a red flag?
Sikusikia. I mean,
No, that's
even silent is a, by the way, it's a response.
But
There might be a
sometimes
problem.
but sometimes kuna hiyo time yenye you're really not in the mood to talk to someone. Like anakupigia simu, yes, but you're like
But communicate. Communicate.
so unamwambia I'm not in the mood.
That's
No,
it.
Just
text or
text.
even text.
Yeah.
Just text. Communicate.
Seriously.
Well, I'm not in the mood to talk.
Yes,
to
on
you.
the web. Right now,
I can't talk
Exactly.
right now. I'm feeling low. I'm not
exactly.
feeling-
If it's
It's a
a
better
person who
response.
understands you, he'll
Rather
understand.
It's a better response
Keeping quiet.
than keeping quiet.
Yeah.
Because you know, the moment you keep quiet, you give me a
It's
room
the lesser
to
it-
put my own
And overthinking.
answers and overthinking. Maybe nimemkasirisha, maybe you know, like I'll have a lot that nitaeka which are
Utafanya mtu
not
afunge
there.
kazi bana.
Maybe wewe umefast ndio you need time with God. Na mimi hapo na ujaniambia, so nitajua tu umefast na unaomba. But
Yeah.
when you communicate, hi babe, by then I'm on fasting, I'm praying, so itafix.
So,
At least especially
what if your boyfriend is an atheist?
ah,
Hiyo relationship hata itaanza.
you know, I know.
Because one of the things
Conversation on its own.
Yes, that's a conversation.
Check it, like, I can put it as a red flag in this sense. In marriages,
In 1 minute.
in 1 minute, actually in under minute.
Mhm.
In marriages, mostly utapata nilipata udem kwa church, si ndio?
Yeah.
Yaani nikafanya vitu zangu, vitu zetu zenye tunafanyanga, si ndio? Nikapata dem, boom, tukamari. All of a sudden, tunaenda church, nataka tuende. Tutaenda fast 3 Sundays, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm not an atheist, but really spendi kwenda church ile tu ya mimi. Sipendi tu kwenda church, but I love God. Pray. Nikipata chance naishia tu, but I'm not really into so much into church things. Hivyo tu. This one also brings some conflict. No.
And
Hey, my guy is not spiritual.
And let me answer you. According to the Bible says
Yes.
God has given you discernment for you to discern.
To discern?
To discern
Yes,
His will, His purpose.
Yes.
So it means when you come to church, let me tell you, when someone approaches you, you need to take your time pray. And if they are not the right
So
people, you will know.
But you see, definition ya church kwa Bible ni different.
See kwa Bible remember, we have feelings, emotion, we have our own conscience. And the discernment is there. No,
And
but
on this scenario,
most of
on
the
this
time,
scenario, let us put it on this scenario. Like nyinyi wote hamwendi kanisa. Or nyinyi wote you are not that.
Piga tu sherehe.
kama nyi wote hamwendi
Sherehe,
kanisa,
daily.
si mko
Because
hapo
mko
nyinyi.
compatible,
Mko
mko compatible.
compatible. Compatibility comes
I mean,
in.
nyinyi wote
I
si that
cannot be
religious.
a
Unajua?
person who is a church going yet nikubali kwa mwanamse mwenye endi church. Already there is a conflict.
Tupendane tu, yo.
It's
Freedom of
either you
religion.
join me ama you join, either I join them ama they join me, but utapata kutakuwa na
Will
mvurutano.
be compromised.
Definitely, that's what I mean.
One has to
Because
compromise.
you'll find your wife spending more time in church, unaona ni
Kitu tuko na hivi
makosa.
ni prayer
Na utapata
What?
utakuwa na issue because wewe unashinda church ukifanya.
Anyway, that one we shall revisit.
Yeah, that's a
Parting shots,
conversation.
parting shots. I start from
Maybe
here.
we can start from
I start. I start in the middle. I start in the middle.
Just a middle laugh. Okay, then go this way.
Mumeniambush but ni sawa. I think we should take time to work on ourselves and let every relationship and every stage of the relationship serve its purpose, so that we can have a seamless and a smooth marriage and relationships henceforth.
Perfect.
Okay, for me, first of all, relationships are so nice. There is love. Love is beautiful. If you find it in the right way and in the right path, it's beautiful and you'll enjoy it. And also, being okay, when you get someone, when you're in a relationship with someone, it is not a must you should share standard zako or your principle for that person. There is always a person for you.
Definitely.
There is always a person for you.
Amen.
You cannot actually because I've been single for the longest, let me just take this a person. But no, don't let down your guard actually because of another person. There's always a person for you.
You.
Digesting their points. Well, relationship to me is not science. There's not scientific in relationships. Relationships is just, according to me, two people. Is it two or more? Like 2 people.
Really?
No, in the case of polygamists.
Anyway.
Polygamist and the likes, but either way, the fusion of man and woman in terms of emotions, spirits, whatsoever, anything, is something that should not be taken with a lot of energy. I mean, we have a lot of things to do, we have potentials. These are relationship is complementary. If someone is joining my life, you're coming to support me. If there are challenges, rectify them. If there are areas where you feel any challenge is solved, there's no problem. Let me work with the positives that this person has. Hii sipendi, nimejaribu, nimekataa, lakini I think naweza vumilia hii. But kama it goes to the extreme, definitely remember, you're also not glued to that person. You can just walk away, but of importance is taking care of each other, loving each other, understanding each other.
Yes.
Okay, for me is 3 things. Communication, what I learned from our today's discussion is about communication, understanding, and also to add on that, it's common sense. So when you're there, fikiria wewe pia, si eti kwa tu hapo nini unatafuta tu makosa, tumia tu akili, you know this man is this way, umeelewa, understand him, use common sense in your relationship, that is key. Otherwise me bado niko single, boom, delete up.
Joyce.
Upeane your social media platform.
Jiuze bana, hii platform.
Okay, to me, to add up on everything, for me, I'll start by saying let us always work on ourselves. Like, wacha kila mtu work on themselves. Work on yourself, deal with your issues, and before you start something, let God be the author and the finisher of whatever we are doing. Because you see, as much as we try so much to do things on our own, we cannot do it on our own. Remember, this is the person that you're bringing into your life is a person who has their own imperfection. I have my own imperfection.
Yeah.
So it means these are two imperfect people coming together trying to work something out. So my starting point will be, let us work on ourselves first, and let us always have positive mind. Let us believe that love, for me, I believe love is there. Marriage do work, relationship they do work, but the question is how you approach the foundation of everything. The foundation of your relationship, the foundation of your marriage will determine how far you're going to work. But we also need to remember that these people, they have their own issues that they are dealing with. They need to be loved. If it's for the men, they need to be loved, they need to be cared of, they need to be respected. So if you want someone to do everything that you have as a person, always be ready to offer the same. To give a shoulder to lean on, to love them, to respect them, but let us be people that put God's first in everything.
With material more.
Okay, so what is my take on relationships? My thing, relationships take time and effort. I feel like squeeze it tumeanza kuwa so quick with relationships. You're like, oh, the first 2 months. Of course, first 2 months in honeymoon phase, and then when you're done with the honeymoon phase, now things get real. Like all those things, how old you are to come up. So I think relationships take time and effort, and I also think that relationships you have to hold the other person in regard. Like, what do you need and how can I meet your needs? Maybe I go akifikiria, what do I need and how can he meet my needs? That's how you make a relationship work. It's not always about where. If you're thinking about you, then it's not going to work, I'm sorry. But again, time and effort, and kukumbuka, it's not a one-man army. Really, you have to meet the other person halfway, maybe halfway. That's what I think.
Don't invite participants in the material of